Okay, good afternoon, all of you. Today we'll discuss unit number 4, professional elective, software defined network. Okay, so this is your course code. Then, okay, name of course code. Next important part is we have to discuss unit number 1. So, unit number 1 title is Introduction to Networking. Okay, in that unit, you have to discuss all the basic fundamentals about the computer network. So content for that unit like that. First one is the introduction about computer network. Then what are the different network topologies? You have to study it already. Then OSI layer. Then TCP/IP protocol suite. Then next one is the distance vector and link state routing algorithms. Next part relevant to the network protocols. So there are total 5 protocols you have to discuss: ARP, BGP, OS, PF, then RIP, then ICMP. Okay. And at the end, you have to discuss limitations of traditional network. Okay. So this is the agenda for unit number 1. So you have to start with introductory part. So first, computer network. I think all about known the definition of computer network. Just I am brief. Computer network connects two or more autonomous computers. Okay. Simple definition: the computers can be geographically located anywhere. So you have to connect that multiple computers together. It's nothing but a network. More than one computer, it's nothing but a network. So this is the some components in computer network. So what is a computer network? It's nothing but a set of communication elements connect by communication link. Okay, so what are the different elements? So this is the router, this is the workstation, that one is the mobile, and this is the server. Okay, so those are the different communication elements. Okay, so communication elements may be computers, printers, mobile phones, routers, switches. Okay, and communication links having different types. First one is the optic fiber, then coaxial cable, then twisted pair cable. Maybe communication is wireless, okay, with the help of radio, then microwave, maybe satellite communication. Okay, so those are the different communication links, communication networks, and next one is the topologies. Okay, so we have to discuss different topologies in upcoming slides. So first one is the ring topology, star topology, bus topology, mesh topology, tree topology. Okay, so this is the basics about the computer network. So here one network is represented. You can discuss that network also. So this is the company network. Okay, there are multiple routers, then servers, then there gateways. Okay, so this is the workstations connected to that network. Then connection between computer network, sorry, company network to regional network with the help of ISP. Okay, ISP is nothing but internet service provider. With the help of that, you have to connect that regional ISP, then local ISP. Like that, someone is requesting from that, so that requested forward to the regional ISP. Then it's forward to the respective company, then fetch the data, and it revert back with the help of same IP addresses and that regional ISP, then local ISP. At the end, it reaches to the end user. So this is the simple representation of computer network. Okay. So next, there are total main three networking types. First one is the local area network, then metropolitan area network, and wide area network. So simply, LAN is nothing but a network in small geographical area. It's nothing but a simple room like your lab, okay, a building or a campus. Okay, so simple example is a college is nothing but LAN. Okay, it's called as a local area network. Next, sorry, next one is the man. Man is nothing but a network in a city. It's called man, metropolitan area network. Okay, it's based on the distance, okay, and their capacity. So next one is the last. It's nothing but wide area network. So network spread geographically. It's nothing but country or across the globe. It's nothing but WAN. Okay. Next, you have to discuss some applications of network. So I think all aware about that applications. First application is relevant to the resource sharing. Okay, so resource sharing means you have to share the resources. So first hardware, it's nothing but computing resources, disk, printer. You can share the printer with the help of networks. Okay, in your CSE department there are different locations, different labs. Okay, L1, L2, L3, L5, L6. Okay, there are only two printers, so you can share that printer with the help of networking, and you can use that printer, okay, remotely. The next one is the softwares. Okay, so application software, whatever you have to use. OS is one of the software, multiple softwares you have to use. So it's nothing but a resource sharing, first application of network. Because of networking, it's possible to share the resources. Then information sharing, so you can share the information, okay, in the form of files, okay, then database, then okay, so this is the easy accessibility from anywhere. You can send the data, you can mail, you can pass the database, okay, so you can retrieve. So this is regarding information sharing, as well as search capability. Okay, because of internet you can search any data on the network with the help of www. Okay, so this is the another application, information sharing. Next application, it's relevant to the communication. So communication, you have to use email, okay, then message broadcasting, okay, can use that functionality. Okay, so this is another application. Then remote computing, okay, remotely you can access your machine and perform the computing. That then distributed processing, it's nothing but grid computing. You can work in distributed network. Okay, so this is all about the applications of network. Then you have to discuss one by one topologies of network. So what is the topology? Topology is nothing but the way in which computers, printers, and other devices are connected. There are different representations of that connections. Okay, so this is the example of bus topology, ring topology, star topology, then extended star topology. Okay, then next one is the mesh topology. Extended star topology is nothing but tree. Okay, so a network topology describes the layout of the wire and devices, as well as the paths used by the data transmission. Okay, so this is the all about network topology. So we have to discuss one by one topology. So bus topology, here you have to use common bus and everyone is connected to the bus. So commonly it's referred to as a linear bus. Okay, it's linear. All the devices on bus topology are connected by one single cable. So this is single cable. You have to connect to multiple devices. So what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages of bus topology? You cannot discuss here. Already you are aware about that. So next, one disadvantage is whenever that linear bus having problem, then whole network is collapse. Okay. Next, star and tree topology. Star means this is this representation of star topology. Okay, star topology is the most commonly used architecture in Ethernet LAN. Okay, in our college also you have to follow the star topology. Okay, when installed, the star topology reassembles spoke in a bicycle vehicle. Means this is your main central hub, and those are the nodes connected. Whenever that that node wants to communicate with this, so it sends a request to the central, then it forward to next. Okay, like that all the communication via the central. Okay, and the extension of that star is nothing but tree. Means larger network used the extended star topology. It's nothing but tree topology. You can check. This is the basic architecture of tree topology and sorry star topology, and those are the some parts means it's tree. So WAN used with network devices that filter frames or packets like bridges, switches, and router. This topology significantly reduce the traffic on the wire by sending packets only the wire of the destination host. Means suppose communication may be within that area or this area, so it can pass only that respective network. So it reduces the traffic. Okay, so this is the benefit of tree topology. Then next one is the ring topology. Okay, so this is the representation of ring topology. You have to use one token, and that token pass to respective nodes. Whenever token is received, based on that it can communicate. So simply a frame travels, okay, that is nothing but frame around the ring, stopping at each node. Okay, then if a node wants to transmit data, it adds the data as well as the destination address to the frame. Okay, so based on that, it checks and forward. Okay, the frame then continue around a ring until it finds the destination nodes which take the data out of the frame. Okay, means suppose you want to send the data from that node to this node, so it first receives the frame. Based on that, it insert the data, and at forwarded it checks it's for that no, then forward it checking the matching of that addresses. If address is matched, then that node is received that packet. Okay, like that, that communication is happen. Then types of ring, first one is a single ring. This is single ring. Okay, all devices on the network share a single cable, so this is single cable. And another one is the dual ring. The dual ring topology allows data to be sent in both directions, okay, in that direction or that direction. It's unidirectional, it's bidirectional. Okay, two links connected to the same networking devices. So this is all about the ring topology. The next one is the mesh topology. Okay, so mesh is nothing but this is the representation of, means every node is connected with the other node. Means how many nodes? Six nodes. So every node having five connections, one, two, three, four, five. Okay, means it's connected to the other. That mesh is a reliable. Okay, so we have to discuss like that. The mesh topology connect all devices, okay, to each other for redundancy and a fault tolerance. Okay, so this is the main agenda or main motto about the mesh, means fault tolerance as well as it's reliable because of connectivity. It is used in WANs, okay, to interconnected LANs, okay, and for mission critical networks like those used by the banks and financial institutions, because bank and financial institutions required reliability, okay, and fault tolerance is, okay, so that's why mesh is used. But implementation of mesh is expensive compared to the other topology, because every node wants to connect to the other node, so that connection cabling cost and whenever maintenance is very high. That's why it's expensive to compare with other. Okay, up to that, if any problem, please ask me. Okay, any doubt, any problem? Aditya, Saurabh,
No, sir.
it's clear now? It's simple, just revision. Okay, chalo. So,
Yes, sir, clear.
okay, so next I'm continuing remaining part, means introduction is over, then network topology is over. Next one is the OSI layer. Okay, just we have to take a brief view of OSI, then TCP. Okay, so So what is by layering? There are different three types layer in network computing. First one is the OSI model. Second one is the TCP/IP model. And last one is the protocol at each layer. You have to discuss like that. First, you have to discuss OSI model, then TCP/IP model, then protocols. What are the different protocols working in which layer? Okay, so this is the third point. So what is by layering? So layer is nothing but break down the communication into smaller, simpler parts. That's why you have to use the layered network, because each layer wise functionality is different. Okay, so break down communication into smaller, simpler parts. Okay, next, why layered model? Okay, so answer is that it's easier to teach communication process. Okay, so this is for easier for communication process than speeds development, because you can configure based on their functionalities. So changes in one layer does not affect how the other levels works. Means a layered architecture, they are isolated with their functionality, so you can changes in one layer cannot, does not affect it in another layer, so it's very easy. So speed in development. Next, standardization across the manufacturers, because they can follow the rules and protocols by the manufacturer. That's why you can easily configure the network. Okay, So this is another major component for a layered model. Next, it allows different hardware and software to work together. Okay. Next, reduce complexity. Okay, so it reduces the complexity because all things are separated based on their applications in layer. So it reduces the complexity. Okay, this is the major thing. It's nothing but OSI reference model. Okay, so what's in by OSI? So full form is simple, Open Systems Interconnection. Okay, that model was first introduced in 1984 by the International Organization for Standardization. Okay, so what is the role of OSI model? It's nothing but outlines what needs to be done to send data from one computer to another. Okay, means this is one major thing what need. ओके हमको क्या करना है एक कंप्यूटर से दूसरे कंप्यूटर को डेटा सेंड करना है तो व्हाट आर द व्हाट नीड्स टू बी डन क्या क्या करना चाहिए डेटा सेंड करने के लिए डिफाइन करेगा देन not how it should be done. Okay, means user what needs. Okay, so protocol stacks handle how data is prepared for transmit or to be transmitted. So it's nothing but protocol stack you have to arrange. Then OSI model it's nothing but it contains seven different layers that interact with each other. Okay, so this is the introductory part of OSI model. Okay, its invention, full form, then what it needs. Okay, then three layers. Okay, then what is the model? So what is the model? So basically, commonly you have to refer it's nothing but OSI reference model. Why? So reason is like that. So OSI model it's nothing but a theoretical blueprint. Okay, that helps to understand how data gets from one user's computer to another. Means you one system to another system, how the data is passed throughout the different layers. It's use the theoretical blueprint. With the help of that blueprint, you can track what are the changes, what are the additions in that data, and at the end how it receives and how to drop out that heading. You have to add header. Okay, like that we make a segmentation. Okay, so this is the blueprint. Next, it is also the model that helps to develop standards so that all of our hardware and software talks nicely to each other. Means it develop standards. Okay. Next, it also providing means it adds a standardization of networking technology by providing an organized structure for hardware and software developers. Okay, to follow that structure, afterwards it ensures that the products are compatible with current and future technologies. Okay, so this is all about the OSI model. Next, there are total 7 layers of OSI model. Why user reference model? Okay, so this is the another question. So answer is like that. Serves as an outline of rules for how protocol can be used to allow communication between the computer. Okay, what is mean by protocol? Protocol is nothing but set of rules. Okay, each layer has its own function and provides support to other layer. It's every layer is based on their names. It's having unique function. Okay. Next one is the other OSI reference models are nothing but TCP/IP. Okay, most well known. Then next one is the we'll compare with TCP with the OSI. Okay, at the end of that discussion of OSI and TCP. Then computing requirement increased. Okay, so it's nothing but the network modeling had to evolve to meet our increasing demands of large network and multiple vendors. Okay, so that's why you have to prefer that model. Next, problem and technology advances also added to the demand for changes in the networking model. That's why that OSI modeling comes into picture. Okay, so next evaluation of the 7 layers we discuss one by one. First one is this is the single layer. Okay, so first communication between the computer devices. Okay, it's nothing but you have to use one copper wire or radio link, okay, dedicated copper wire and radio link. Then hardware and software, okay, so they are hardware and software are intertwined here. This is device B, this is device A, and single specification for all aspects of communication. Okay, so this is the single layer model. We have to discuss single layer, two layer, three layer, four layer, up to the seven layer. And next evolution is nothing but a two layer model. So problem, before that we have to discuss problem. So what is the problem? Applications were being developed to run over you are increasing the number of media and signaling systems. Okay, so we have to discuss first about the application layer. Okay, this is your technical standards. So application layer having that problem. So solution is you have to separate application aspects, okay, from technical. So you cannot merge two things together. So you have to separate out technical standards and applications, okay, means signaling and routing aspects. So solution for that, it's nothing but application layer. Okay, so application layer concerned with user interface or file access and file transfer. So you have to define the functions for application layer like that. So what is the problem and what is the solution? So in technical standards and application you have to mix, then it is the problem. So solution is you have to uh, add one layer, it's nothing but application layer, and functions like that: user interface, file access, file transfer. Next, a four layer model. Okay, so it's about the network and data link layer. So network connectivity inherently requires travel over the intermediate devices or nodes. Okay, so that's why a technical standard level divided into network as well as data link, and last one is the physical layer. Based on that, you have to, based on functionality or different aspects, you have to divide that network standards in three parts. So network, data link, and physical layer. Okay, so like that, four layers are considered. Okay, so first physical layer. So what is the contribution of physical layer? Okay, here physical layer. So physical layer is nothing but it describes physical aspects of network. It's nothing but what type of card, wire, etc. As well as it specifies the interconnected topology and devices. So next layer is nothing but network layer. So network layer, role of network layer like that. It defines a standard method for operating between the nodes. Okay. Also, it provides the address key. It's nothing but IP. Then it's also use accounts for varying topologies. Okay, so this is the network layer, and at the end it discusses about the data link layer. Okay, so it works with network layer to translate logical address into hardware, means a physical logical to physical address mapping. Okay, done. Then address, okay, it's nothing but MAC address for transmission. Also defines a single line protocol for transfer between two nodes. Okay, so this is regarding layer 4 module. Then next one is the 5 layer model. You have to add yet another layer. That layer name is a transport layer. So variable levels of data integrity in the network. So additional data exchange to ensure connectivity over worst condition. So you have to reduce that load from network layer. You have to add another layer. It's nothing but transport layer. So that layer becomes the transport layer. Next, six layer model. So okay, here dialog control and dialog separation. So for synchronization purpose, you have to add another layer, means of synchronizing transfer of data packets. Okay, also allows for checkpoints to see if data arrives at the node or in the session. It's nothing but session layer. Okay, so this is all about the sixth layer, and next one is the presentation layer. Okay, so why presentation layer? So it's nothing but it required additional management as well as security. So you have to add another layer. So reason is like that: standardizing notations or syntax of application messages. It's nothing but abstract syntax, and set of encoding rules. It's nothing but transfer syntax. So to solve that problems, you have to use presentation layer. Okay, so this is all about the evaluation from one layer to seven layer. Okay, so you can check functionality of each layer. So first layer, it's nothing but binary transmission. Then it's access to media, network layer, address and best paths, then end-to-end connection, transport layer, then session layer, role is interhost communication, presentation layer, it's all about the data presentation and application layer. Okay, network processes to the application. Okay. Next thing we have to discuss layer by layer their functionalities. Here, how you have to check the evaluation from one layer to seven layer. Okay, here we have to discuss layer by layer functionality. First layer is nothing but application layer. Okay, in application layer, major part is like that. It possesses two applications. So means it provides the network services to application process such as electronic mail, then file transfer, then terminal evaluation. Okay, so this is the role. So it gives end user application access to network resources. Okay, means applications run over here, then where it is on the computer, इसका location computer में कहाँ रहेगा, it's nothing but workstation or server. Okay, services in the MS Windows, like that application. This is one of the MS Windows is one of the application you have to run in application. Okay, so next layer is a presentation layer. Okay, so presentation layer, it's nothing but data presentation. So those are the responsibility of presentation layer. First one is the ensure data is readable by receiving system, format of data, then data structure, then negotiates data transfer system. Okay, for application layer, so that role done by the uh, presentation layer. Next one is the uh, session layer. So allows application to maintain an ongoing sessions. So this is the done by the session layer, maintenance of the session management, where it is on computer. कंप्यूटर में कहाँ पे रहेगा तो हम यहाँ चेक कर सकते हैं workstation and server service, that is MS. So maintain the sessions as well as Windows client for network. Okay, so this is the another where it is work, and role for that establishes, manages and terminate sessions between the applications. Okay, this is the role of session layer. Next layer is nothing but transport layer. So transport layer provides the reliability of data delivery. Okay, it's also available in TCP, no problem. It receives information from upper layer, okay, from session layer, and segment into the packets, okay, formation of the packets, and can provide error detection and correction also here. So those are the roles concerned with uh, transportation issues, okay, between host, then data transport reliability, then establish, maintain, terminate virtual circuits, okay, also fault detection and recovery, then information flow control. Okay, so those are the roles of transport layer. Okay, so this is a simple representation of transport layer. You can check. Okay, wait here. Okay. Transport layer message. Okay, whatever that from session layer data, then header 4 data header 4. You can, this is the unit of information. That layer is nothing but segments. Okay, so that you have to pass to the network layer. Okay, so transport layer is responsible for delivering of message from one process to another process, then that message here received by the network layer, then it sends back to the session. Okay, next layer is network layer. Okay, so network layer, okay, sorry, this is all about the layer session layer. Next one is the network layer. So network layer provides the wide addressing, means you have to provide the IP addressing here, a mechanism to move packet between the networking. It's nothing but routing. Responsibilities of network layer, it's nothing but network addressing and routing. It provides the address as well as routing mechanisms or routing algorithms. Example is IP from TCP/IP, so that layer name is IP. Here, some functionalities. First, it provides the connectivity and path selection between the in system, also domain of routing. Okay. So this is all about the network layer. It receives packet from transport layer. Okay. Add header key. Okay. Uh, then to the data link layer, it sends the data link layer. So functionality of that, it's nothing but network layer is responsible for delivering of individual packets from source host to the destination host. Okay. So this is the input and then this is the output. Okay. Network addresses, so you have to use IP address here, network wide addresses, user to transfer data across the subnets, also used by the routers for packet forwarding, network use of network addresses. Example is IP address. Okay, so where is on my computer, कहाँ पे रहता है IP address, TCP IP सॉफ्टवेयर में mention होता है. Okay, so next layer is data link layer. Okay, so it's a very second last layer. It's very famous for their processing. Means in data link layer, it provides reliable transfer of data across the medium. It's about the reliability. Also physical addressing, network topology, error notification and flow control. This is the responsibility of data link layer. Okay, so it places the data and retrieve it from the physical layer. Okay, and provide error detection capacity. Okay, and last layer. Okay, so this is the representation of data link layer. Okay, T2 data, H2. Okay, a frame, and that is nothing but whole packet. Okay, and that transfer to the physical layer. Okay, so how to transfer? Data link layer is responsible for moving frames, whatever frames after adding that H2, T2. Okay, it sends hop. Hop is nothing but nodes to the next node. Okay, there are two sub layers in data link layer. First one is the MAC. MAC is nothing but media access control, and second one is the LLC, logical link layer. So MAC is responsible for access, media access control. You have to use different protocols here. CSMA CD, collision detection. Okay, means carrier sense multiple access collision detection, token passing, and here you have to check with the help of redundancy. That for that purpose you have to use checksum method or CRC method to calculate that packet and match the checksum. Okay, for verification purpose. Okay, and at the end physical layer. Okay, so physical layer, it determines the specification of all the physical components, cabling, interconnection methods, data encoding. Okay, electrical properties. So example of physical layers are nothing but ethernet, token ring, then wireless. Okay, so there are some IEEE standards. Okay, so roles is nothing but wires, connector, voltage, data rates. Okay, so it is all about the physical layer. Okay, so actually you can check visually here. So data in the binary format you have to pass over there, transmission media it receives. Okay, then okay, NIC. Okay, so next one is the physical layer component. First one is the NIC. It's nothing but network interface card. Okay, it has unique 12 character hexadecimal number permanently. Okay, it's permanent, provided by the manufacturer. Okay, the number is also MAC. It's physical address. Okay, you have to use different cabling, twisted pair, fiber optic, coaxial cables. And this is the overview, means how does it all work together. Different layers. Okay, so it's bits communication, framework, packets, segments, and it's all about the data. Okay, this is another representation for layer communication, device A to device B. So applications, presentation, sessions. Okay, so data moves. Okay, like that it communicate. Okay, peer-to-peer protocol. Okay, and intermediate nodes, connections. Okay, this is the brief view about the TCP/IP protocol. Okay, next one is the we have to discuss about the. Okay, OSI is done. Then we have to discuss about the TCP/IP. No problem. Okay, up to that, if you have any problem, please ask me. Saurabh.
Sir. No, sir.
Okay, it's clear. It's very easy. I think already all you have studied all the protocol, all the technologies, OSI model. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it's very easy part. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I think last 5 minutes for your meeting. Maybe you have to close meeting here. If any doubt, just tell me. No problem. You have to discuss and then continue next part in next lecture. No problem. Aditya, yes, Aditya. It's clear. What do you mean by
clear है sir.
how
Sir.
OSI works, OSI model, their layers, okay, evaluation from layer वन to layer म्हणजे हमने यहाँ क्या चेक किया फर्स्ट लेयर से स्टार्ट करेंगे हम तो वन टू वन कम्युनिकेशन रहेगा सिंगल लेयर रहेगी उसके बाद टू होंगे उसके बाद थ्री फोर फाइव सिक्स सेवन एट देन इट्स नथिंग बट OSI रेफरेंस मॉडल ओके सौरभ एनी डाउट सौरभ
No, sir.
क्लियर ओके मेहुल यस एनी डाउट